Good afternoon, I am Mr. Ish. You are joining me for this video on triangle trigonometry, a very legitimate subject that you can see on any exam, be it standardized and or non-standardized exam. Remember, most of the content in my videos are geared not only to standardized exams, but you can use them for your own school classes. Anytime you're seeing triangle trigonometry and you're looking at missing sides and angles, you should always be thinking about the law of sines and cosines, because they give you everything you need in terms of a combination of missing angles and sides needed to be determined. So this right here are two of the more important laws in triangle trigonometry. Both of the questions we'll look at in this video will be geared towards the utilization of this. For the two questions we will look at, you will need the calculator, and that's fair game. In this triangle specifically, you see a missing angle. Opposite to that, you have a side. You have an angle that's given, and opposite to that, you have another side that's provided. At any instance where you can generate a ratio of sides and angles, you should be thinking about the law of sines. And as a rule, you should remember a small angle opposes a small side, and a larger angle opposes a larger side. How will you go about determining this? You'll think about the law of sines. You're looking for the angle x. Sine x divided by its opposing side is equal to sine 50 degrees divided by its opposing side. You know, these are the opposing sides. And you should always keep your calculator on the DEG mode for these type of calculations. So let's do it. You're going to basically cross multiply. At the end, you're going to do x. You're going to do inverse sine on your calculator by hitting the shift and the inverse sine button, and you'll basically be doing 7 times sine of 50 degrees divided by 8. This quotient here will be affected by the inverse sine, and we'll post an answer. And we get 42 degrees. And that looks like a reasonable answer because a larger angle opposes a larger side, therefore a smaller angle must oppose a smaller side, and this answer here would be right. Now for this question over here, you're seeing clearly there's a good triangle over here. You have one angle provided outside the triangle, which you can easily use to determine this angle right here, because the law of supplementary angles, these two should equal to a straight line, which is 180 degrees. 75 from 180 would give you 105 degrees. So therefore you'll have one angle surrounded on either side by two sides, and you have to find a third side. For this, you want to be thinking about the law of cosines, and that you know the formula from your trigonometry and geometry classes. How do we go about determining x? You know x squared is equal to whatever side you're trying to find is equal to the sum of the other two side squares minus 2 times the product of those given sides and the cosine of the angle that you have opposing the side that you are trying to find. So let's write it out. You'll have 8 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 8 times 9 times cosine of the angle you have. This is our formula. This right here is related to this angle you are provided. You can see that this angle is related to the side you're trying to find. So you just have to use a calculator over here and run this through. It should not be a difficult computation. So let's post an answer over here. X squared will equal to, we'll put this value right here, then we'll square root it, is equal to 182.27. Therefore x is equal to the root of that, and you get 13.5 units, and it makes sense. You have an obtuse angle, therefore the side opposing that obtuse angle must be larger than both of these sides, which are each opposing an acute angle. Acute angle will have smaller opposing sides, and obtuse angle will have a larger opposing side, and this answer would be good. And with that, we end this video. Remember, the law of sines, law of cosines is a fair game on standardized tests. You usually have a calculator that's provided or a calculating tool on the computer, and you can easily run through these questions. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Have a nice day.